Biggest scandal to hit the Indian media. BJP has cited a New York Times report to allege a Chinese funding scam in relation to Indian media. BJP raised the issue in Parliament with the demand that the allegations become a matter of investigation for the government of India. BJP MP Nishikant Dubey raised the Chinese funding scandal in Lok Sabha, asking the central government to take action on the media house NewsClick. He demanded that the Chinese funding must be probed along with the Congress party's links to the Communist Party of China.
ये राहुल गांधी की नफरत के दुकान पर जो है चाइनीज सामान है, आज बड़ा एक सीरियस मामला मैं उठाना चाहता हूं अध्यक्ष जी। कारण यह है कि न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स में इन लोगों को जो है केवल विदेशी ताकतों के साथ रहकर उन्हीं के न्यूज़पेपर में, उन्हीं के देश में उनके क्या हो रहा है उसी को यह मानते हैं। न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स में एक बड़ा अच्छा न्यूज छपा है सर कि 38 करोड़ रुपया जो है न्यूज क्लिक जैसी संस्था को मिला है। और न्यूज क्लिक संस्था को जो न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स ने लिखा है वो लिखा यह है कि भारत में ईडी ने जो रेड किया है, आइस के बारे में लगातार बोलते हैं सर, ईडी की रेड में जो खुलासा हुआ है उसका पूरा खुलासा किया है। ये राहुल गांधी की नफरत के दुकान पर जो है चाइनीज सामान है, आज बड़ा एक
Lok Sabha. The IND alliance met the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla to hand over to him the letter with the consent of opposition MPs to remove BJP MP Nishikant Dubey's statement on NewsClick from Parliament recording. Anurag Thakur held a news briefing on the alleged Chinese funding scam in relation to the Indian publisher NewsClick. The Union Minister said his party won't let a foreign country break India apart.
भारत के खिलाफ एंटी इंडिया एजेंडा, ब्रेक इंडिया एजेंडा को लेते हुए एक समय था महात्मा गांधी जी ने क्विट इंडिया चलाया था, ये एंटी इंडिया और ब्रेक इंडिया एजेंडा चला रहे हैं। इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या होगा। भारत के खिलाफ एंटी इंडिया एजेंडा, ब्रेक इंडिया एजेंडा को लेते हुए एक समय था महात्मा गांधी जी ने क्विट इंडिया चलाया था, ये एंटी इंडिया और ब्रेक इंडिया एजेंडा चला रहे हैं। इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या होगा।
Union Minister Anurag Thakur has hit out at the Congress party over the funding of the NewsClick organization by Chinese. He also questioned the relationship between the Grand Old Party and the Communist Party of China.
और ये न्यूज़ क्लिक जो चलाई जाती किसी और के द्वारा नहीं, ब्रॉडकास्टर द्वारा चलाई जाती है, जो PPK न्यूज़ क्लिक स्टूडियो प्राइवेट लिमिटेड है। इसको पैसा भी किस किस से प्राप्त हुआ वो अगर आप मनी ट्रेल भी देखेंगे जो सामने नज़र आता है तो स्पष्ट तौर पे दिखता है कि ये जो नेविल रॉय सिंघम है, इन्होंने ही यहाँ पर 27 करोड़ 51 लाख रुपया न्यूज़ क्लिक में दिया, जो आगे जाकर इसमें से गौतम नवलखा को भी 20 लाख 53 हज़ार रुपये गए हैं। और एक बप्पादित्य सिन्हा जो IT सेल मेंबर है कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया के, 82 लाख रुपया उनको भी गया है। तो कम्युनिस्ट भी कैसे कांग्रेस से पीछे रहेंगे, सब ने कहीं ना कहीं से कुछ ना कुछ लिया है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah moved the government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2023 in Rajya Sabha. After the Union Home Minister tabled the Delhi Services Bill in Parliament, Congress MP Abhishek Manu Singhvi called the bill retrogressive and unconstitutional in response. Prime Minister Modi participated in the National Handloom Day celebrations at Delhi's Bharat Mandapam. He also launched an e-portal of the repository of textiles and crafts that has been developed by the National Institute of Fashion Technology. Speaking at the National Handloom Day celebration at Delhi's Mandapam, Bharat Mandapam, the Prime Minister Modi launched a scathing attack at the opposition, repeating his Quit India attack.
आज भारत कह रहा है करप्शन क्विट इंडिया, यानी भ्रष्टाचार इंडिया छोड़ो। आज भारत कह रहा है डायनेस्टी क्विट इंडिया, यानी परिवारवाद इंडिया छोड़ो। आज भारत कह रहा है अपीजमेंट, क्विट इंडिया, यानी तुष्टीकरण, इंडिया छोड़ो।
Speaking at the BJP Panchayati Raj Council conference, and the Prime Minister took a jibe at the Congress and said that the Grand Old Party did nothing for development of villages.
कांग्रेस के राज में पंचायती राज संस्थाओं को सशक्त करने के ठोस प्रयास कभी नहीं किए। ज्यादातर कार्रवाई आंकड़ों में और कागजों में ही सीमित रही।
Congress Rahul Gandhi's Lok Sabha membership suspension was revoked and his status as MP from Kerala's Wayanad was restored after Lok Sabha Secretariat issued a notification in wake of the Supreme Court staying his conviction in a defamation case. The ASI team had resumed its survey at the GYANVAPI site on day 4. The ACI team conducted the survey throughout the day. So far, the domes have been surveyed and 3-day imaging was done on Sunday. Curfew was lifted and violence hit new for 4 hours today till 1 p.m. Banks, ATMs and financial institutions are also open today as per a limited schedule. Punjab and Haryana High Court has stayed the demolition drive at Mewat and New. The High Court has taken suo motu cognizance and imposed a stay. Samajwadi Party legislators had on a dharna outside the Uttar Pradesh Assembly protesting to raise the issue of price rise, increasing crime rate and reservation for other backward classes, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the private sector. An alleged bribe raid has hit Karnataka, where some officers have alleged that the agriculture minister demanded bribe of 6 to 8 lakh rupees. They also have further threatened to end their lives if necessary action is not taken against such a practice. Karnataka Agriculture Minister N. Swami has responded to the letter sent by the Governor's office to Karnataka government levelling corruption charges against him. The Karnataka minister said that he was not aware of the letter. Could be a fake letter. Karnataka CM Siddaramaiah and Deputy CM DK Shivakumar will hold a meeting with ministers and MLAs to discuss various differences between them. They will hold talks with a few district in charges ministers also in Karnataka. Supreme Court has dismissed the plea of Tamil Nadu Minister V. Senthil Balaji and his wife challenging the Madras High Court's judgment, which held as legal his arrest by Enforcement Directorate in the money laundering case. Dismissing the plea of Balaji, the Supreme Court allowed the custodial interrogation by the ED. A fire broke out near the endoscopy room of the emergency ward of AIIMS Delhi. All patients were quickly evacuated and no injuries have been reported as of now. Prime Minister Modi will hold a meeting with NDA MPs from the northeastern region on Monday as part of preparations for the next year's Lok Sabha polls. The meeting will be attended by the BJP Chief JP Nadda and Union Ministers Sarbananda Sonowal, Kiren Rijiju and Nitin Gadkari. Representatives of an influential tribal group from Manipur will fly to Delhi on Monday to attend a meeting with the Union Home Minister Amit Shah to discuss a prevailing situation there, sources said. Scores of workers of the NCP Sharad Pawar faction gathered at Jantar Mantar in central Delhi to protest against centre over the ethnic violence in Manipur that has claimed more than 160 lives. Around 100 activists of the Pune unit of NCP gathered for the protest, also raising slogans against the centre and Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Rajasthan CM Ashok Gehlot on Monday appeared before the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court virtually in connection with a defamation case filed by Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat for allegedly defaming him with his remark on the Sanjeevani scam. Controversy has once again engulfed Karnataka's Chitradurga district as a group of women from the region approached Congress MLAs K.C. Virendra alleging a huge spike in country liquor being supplied to their husbands, causing problems to the households. The Congress MLA was purportedly seen advising them to resort to arson. Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin and other DMK leaders carried out a peace march to the Karunanidhi Memorial in Marina Beach on the 5th death anniversary of the former Tamil Nadu CM. An infiltration bid has been foiled in Pooch in a joint operation by Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir police against two terrorists. One of the terrorists has been drowned while the other operation is still on against the other. Border Security Force Jawans in joint search operation with Punjab Police have recovered a big-sized consignment of heroin weighing approximately 3 kilograms. The narco consignment was wrapped with yellow tape and attached to a Pakistani drone that was recovered from a field in a village in district Taran Taran. A massive fire broke out in the area of KISHTWAR in a residential complex. Police along with firefighters rushed to the spot. No casualties or injuries have been reported. Several leaders, including former MLAs and ministers from Jammu and Kashmir, joined the Congress party in the presence of Congress National President Mallikarjun Kharge and the party's General Secretary K.C. Venugopal in Delhi. An eminent lawyer of Pakistan Supreme Court has claimed that with the recent conviction in the Toshakhana case, former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan may no longer be able to retain the chairmanship of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party. Afghanistan Supreme Leader has warned Taliban members against carrying out terror attacks abroad, and this comes days after Pakistan said that Afghans were involved in a spate of suicide attacks in Pakistan. Moscow unleashed a massive missile and drone barrage on western Ukraine on Sunday, following through on its promise to retaliate to a Ukrainian attack on a Russian tanker. Officials said that Russian and Ukrainian shelling across the country overnight killed at least 6 people. The national advisors and representatives of almost 40 countries convened a 2-day meeting in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia to discuss a peaceful settlement to the war in Ukraine. Nepal Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachandra will visit China in September end, with the visit aimed at maintaining a balance in ties with both the neighbors, China and India. Former US President Donald Trump said that he will launch an investigation against Joe Biden if he gets re-elected in the 2024 US presidential elections. A speech by the 77-year-old politician came just days after he was indicted in the 2020 election interference case. The highest court in the Maldives has rejected a plea from the country's jailed former president that he be made eligible to contest next month's presidential election. Abdullah Yameen's lawyers argued that the corruption case he's convicted in may be overturned under appeal. At least 30 people were killed and nearly 100 others injured when several compartments of an express train derailed in Pakistan's southern Sindh province in the latest rail disaster to hit the country. A child was fatally shot and 5 other people were wounded, including 2 police officers, when gunfire broke out as police answered a call about a fight in progress at a home in Louisiana. 8 bodies of migrants have been recovered over the past 2 days off the coast of the Tunisian port city after their boats sank trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea toward Europe. Let's get to all the action from sports we are tracking right now. Hardik Pandya and company endured the second T20I defeat in as many matches against West Indies at Guyana on Sunday, losing by 2 wickets. Batting first, India lost Shubman Gill and Surya Kumar Yadav inside the power play overs, and the team could not recover much from the early jolts. Meanwhile, Hardik Pandya, during the post-match ceremony, admitted that the batters let the team down, adding any total touching 170 would have been an ideal one. Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed that the country's men's cricket team will travel to India for the ODI World Cup. In a statement, the Foreign Ministry stated that the bilateral relations with India will not hamper Pakistan cricket's international obligations. Australia has revealed an 18-player squad for the upcoming World Cup in India. Pat Cummins has been confirmed as captain, not somebody else. Cristiano Ronaldo shone once again as Al Nassr beat Raja Casablanca in the paving way for the team in Arab Club Champions Cup semi-final. The once-dominant US team crashed out of the Women's World Cup on penalties after a scoreless draw with Sweden in round of 16 on Sunday. It was the earliest exit ever for the 4-time tournament champions. Longtime defender for the United States women's national team, Julie Ertz, has suggested that she might have played a final international game Sunday following the Americans' devastating loss to Sweden in the FIFA Women's World Cup. France train ahead of their FIFA Women's World Cup round of 16 match against North African side Morocco, which will take place at the Hindmarsh Stadium in Adelaide. Fourth seeded Linda Noskova east past Germany's Tamara Korpatches 6-1, 6-1 on Sunday and has advanced to the final. The rain hit Prague Open. Coco Gauff defeated Maria Sakkari 6-2, 6-3 in the Washington final for the fourth WTA Tour singles title of her career. Gauff is the youngest women's champion of the hardcourt tournament in the nation's capital and the first player since Caroline Wozniacki to win 4 WTA tournaments as a teenager.